and gals, Neighbor here from Drakewing Gaming, and some of you on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Moontouched. So let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. I'm feeling that this image right here is gonna do some numbers. Oh my goodness. Jesus. We're greeted by welcoming expressions dripping with relief, though it's unclear if it's on account of our safe arrival or the recognition that their wait is over. Two warriors are quick to approach us, and the eager glint in their eyes and the joyful wagging of their tails are a relief of my own. Hail there, a gnome! A gnome, aye? The grey wolf huffs and nods as the two grasp each other's forearms in greeting. Moon's light be praised! We had feared a bad omen had befallen you as well. The fatigued warrior gestures towards the makeshift infirmary across the clearing. Are you all right? What happened here? Aye, we're making do. It's a better tale for our matriarch to share. Come, follow me. Matriarchs are the guiding voices of their clans, tribes, packs, and groves, stand as respected leaders among their people. These human women, especially within cultures like the Sister Bows, wield the highest authority. They travel to the Cantharos alongside their people, engaging in realm-wide deliberations to uphold peace and foster prosperous trade. We nod at the two warriors and make our way into the settlement towards a small group of gathered members. As we pass by the wounded, I hesitate for a moment. A wolf, two men, and a woman are being treated. The woman lets out a meek cry as she attempts to stand on a heavily bandaged ankle. I'll see what I can do for them. Go on ahead. I take about a step forward before a gnome's paw holds me back. They have healers of their own tending to them. There's not more you could do. Come, Amaya waits, and she'll want to see you again. He's right. What little I could offer has likely already been done. I nod while my sight endures their wounds a moment longer, wondering if what in these forests could have rendered so much carnage. Over the whispers and chatter of the group, a familiar and imposing woman takes notice of us and approaches. Hello there, ma'am. Gonna have to edit that. And they arrive, whole and hearty. A gnome steps forward. Moon shines on thee. And on you, sister. The two firmly press their hands against each other's chests, a greeting I'm not used to seeing often. I'm relieved to find you hearty and well, though slightly less whole. What happened here, Amaya? Not here. We were set upon at the entrance to the southern pass. What was it? Aye, Darkwood fiends. Winged abominations descended from the cliffs above and took us unawares. Monstrosities of unknown origin and ever-changing form. Pouring out from the frozen north, these creatures made of black wood and festering darkness claim the lives of any unfortunate enough to cross their path. Killing without cause, they neither eat nor sleep and will drive themselves to dust rather than abandon a pursuit. Jesus. Well, they don't sound good. Okay. What you see here are the fortunate ones. She gestures over to the nearby wounded. And what of the less fortunate? Her fierce eyes fall upon me, and I wonder if I've spoken out of turn. She stalls her reply, eyeing me as if for the first time. Two storm wolves from Elon Say came to meet us here, following the smoke signal as well. The Hersir, a militaristic society steeped in the art of combat, flourish in the rugged grasslands and perilous mountains of the western coast. Guided by their chieftains and matriarchs, the Stormwolves direct their might against the Darkwood fiends to the north and the hostile human forces across the sea. United in purpose and fierce in spirit, they stand as a bastion of strength against all who threaten the realm. They descended back into the rend with our two most grievously wounded. Waiting here would have spelled their end. A gnome shifts uncomfortably, visibly contemplating. Moon's embrace, it's as I thought then. Darkwood fiends, south of the rend. I'm surprised as you are, old friend. That they passed through Hersir lands undetected is unusual enough. But the true question at hand is, what called them here? And why now of all times? Regardless, you defended your people well then, that no one died on these sacred slopes. Aye, it was by the Ordurimi's grace that we escaped. Our warriors felled one of the fiends, and the remaining two sat upon its corpse. Taking advantage of that, we fled westward. 3, by the moon. Maya's eyes fall shut as she nods. Her brow pinches in either grief for her wounded or anger at having been ambushed. Maybe both. The weight of what befell them looms over us despite the jovial chatter of the camp, but not for long. We'll have much to discuss once the conclave gathers, but for now, you are here, and that is well. She looks back to me with an elongated exhale, indicative of her willingness to move on to other matters. Who among us would have thought the little runt before me would awaken as Odorimi's chosen? It's good to see you once again, Sorren. A small smile sits on her stoic face, giving it a warmth I hadn't yet seen today. Whoa now, don't call him that. Best he stays humble, for my sake, not least of all. And you, Amaya. It has been a long while, but... chosen? I glance over to a gnome. His eyes are keenly fixed on the matriarch. A gnome, does this boy know his own importance? Her eyes narrow down on him, and he lets out a gruff of disagreement. He knows what he must do in order to undergo the moonfall rituals. Everything else is useless to him. A gnome waves his paw through the air as if pushing the topic away from us. Fair enough. Well then, we are near the Rend. A gnome winks at me with an assuring smile. It's not enough to spare him interrogation later, but for now it will have to do. Thank you. The southern pass is lost to us for now. The storm wolves described an alternative route that lies near, the old trade road into the Cantharos. It's much less favorable, but it will see us safe... Adaro's cock! Sorren! A sharp bellow splits through the camp from behind me, turning every head to the amber-colored wolf standing at bonfire's edge. I stare at the strange wolf in confusion before glancing between the only two faces I recognize at the moment. A gnome looks unimpressed, but an aura of anger emanates from the matriarch at his side. The blasphemous wolf bounds towards us and... Oh! Sorren! He holds me there above the ground, laughing and allowing his tail to whip about. Amaya swats it away from her with a sigh and turns to a gnome. Come, let's leave the pups to play. We have more to speak of. The two turn to leave me in the clutch of this madman. A gnome? All he offers is a flash of his brow and a coy smile before setting off. Well, fuck you too! Look at you! Wait, what is he? Well, fuck! Look at you! Hey there! He finally sets me down just long enough for my balance to be thrown as he pulls me into an embrace. You look so well, brother! I was worried for you! In a roar of thunder, it comes to me, the rasp of his voice, the strength of his arms. Kirik? Ha ha ha! His embrace tightens before he pushes me away with outstretched arms. His hands remain on my shoulders, holding me before him while he drinks me in. It's been many moons, Sorren! When finally the third hit took it down, the others were quick to spear its wings to the ground, but just as they were able to, the other two fiends swooped down and started ripping apart the one we pinned. His arms flail around in the air, acting out various throws and stabs of a spear. Strangest fucking thing ever seen in me life! The wolf laughs. His coat, saturated with the color of redwoods and pine needles, catches my eye. He's beautiful. Actually, no. Even stranger was how they looked. They were different from the others you've seen before? Well, see, that's the first thing. That's the first I've seen myself. But I never had heard that they could fly. Based on all the wide eyes and whispers around camp after we got to safety, something wasn't right about what we saw. What confirmed it for us were the two Herseer lads who showed up to the smoke. Should have seen the looks on their faces when we described the fiends to them. I listen intently. Stories of Darkwood fiends are more myth than reality, but to me the fear behind Kirik's eyes and easy laughs gives a weight to the tale I've never tasted before. By their accounts, they took the shape of black wings, or at least something unnervingly familiar. A small smile plays at his lips as he toys with the bark on the log we're sat upon, chipping off small pieces with the tips of his claws. Herseer wolves tame those, you know. Big fucking birds. Black as night and angry as those gold wasp fuckers from back home, right? You'll see him soon enough. The storm boys ride in on him to the Rend. Oh, I think this voice is perfect for him. You'll see him soon enough. Okay, I already did that. Though always a talker, he's shaken, and his quick tone and darting focus betray his fear. I think the moon you're all right, man. I reach over and slap my palm against his shoulder, drawing a dry laugh and a big grin from the new wolf. Me too. Honestly, I'm so glad you're here. I knew you and the old grunt were coming to intercept us, but after that fiend shit, It's nice to see a familiar face, especially yours. Ha, good to hear. I wish I could say the same, but this is new to me. I dragged my gaze from his face and down to his fur-covered body, a gesture pointed enough to speak for me. Huh. You like? This body feels more like me than I ever did in skin alone. Come on, man, you have to say more than that. Huh, you're a fucking wolf. Come on, man, you have to say more than that, man. You're a fucking wolf. It's more than I could have imagined it would be. I'm stronger, faster, my senses are sharper. My hunger feels almost insatiable. Fuck, even colors seem brighter to me. Maybe that Orademi enjoying the sights, but either way, I'm alive in a way I had only dreamed about. All that time we've spent playing wolves in the woods, all of it pales to what it actually is to be touched. My heart smiles for him, and for myself as well. The flame of excitement that's been building over the weeks of traveling burns hotter than ever in the glow of Kirik's resonance. It sounds beautiful, brother, especially coming from you. I don't think I've heard you say something so contemplative in all our time together. He gives a few quick nods as his eyes roll playfully, his tail pushing air against the backs of my hands as it wags. But faster, eh? Care to put that to the test? Ha! I'm sorry, little pup, but your days of victory are over, and all it took was a little sacred cum. Fancy that. There it is, that brazen irreverence. I was beginning to worry that Orademi took that from you. Not a chance. I'm still me, just faster. He shoots me a wink. How's the old man? He didn't seem too pleased to see me again. A gnome? You think he recognized you? Oh, absolutely. Maybe not by sight, but he could remember my scent. Scents are a pretty big deal for us, huh? He looked grouchy as always. Pay him no mind. He's grown a bit anxious as we've gotten closer to the Cantharos. I can feel his stress rising through his silence. Aye, I'd be stressed too in his place. The first lunar wolf to forsake the Rend, returning at last after all this time. Okay. I pray it goes well for him. We both know he deserves to be there. We'll have to see. Breaking tradition like that doesn't just wash off your back in the next river bath. He'll have to answer for what he's done. Those lunar wolves don't fuck around. I pause for a moment in contemplation, now feeling a bit more worried for a gnome. I shift the warming stone at my side, and absent-mindedly, aligning it with the core of my scar. When I look up, Kirik's staring at it. How's it been for you? You know, man, their sharp moments for the most part have been fine. I know he's been preparing me for this for months now. He's told me fables of men becoming wolves, their ailments washed away in the light of the moon. I think he's trying to give me hope. Personally, I'm not expecting that. Reaching up past his maw, my fingers brushed against the gap in his ear, a scar he earned when we were just boys, long before he became Moontouched. He offers me a sympathetic smile and leans his cheek into my hand. I'm surprised he even let you get this far. You have no idea how hard I had to work for it. Heh. Well, I have an idea, but yeah, you're a walking anomaly to the larger people of the moon. Touched by Orademi himself, they say. Who can say what'll happen to you? I might have mentioned something of this. I didn't know I was to be expected here. Hey, none of that humble shit. It's just like when we were kids, you know? I flinch at the memory of our elders treating me like some kind of temple relic. My scar a blessed mark. I'm gonna pause it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout-out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all if I do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Submarine. Thank you for going above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks to our 2 gold tier patrons, Zeke and Toby. Y'all are awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to Ultimate Tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work contents as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!